Good morning and welcome to Succi's Spotlight Special. My name is Ronnie, Kasana, and I'm your Succi president. Welcome to the Succi Spotlight. Succi Spotlights are our chance to shine a light on a service or support at Succi, the college or in the community that will help students succeed. If you have any question for our guests, please include them in the chat and we will answer them time permitting. We want everyone to feel welcomed and included at the college. One of the ways we can do this is to create spaces where everyone feels safe. To talk a little bit about that, please welcome our friends, Confederation College Dean of the School of Access and Success, and Renaud, and Pride Center Coordinator, Deanna Kerkvleit. Welcome, and thanks for joining us.
Hello.
So I have a question. What are the gender-inclusive facilities, Deanna?
Yeah, so gender-inclusive facilities are safer spaces where anyone, regardless of their gender identity or presentation, can use the toilet, wash their hands, change, or check the mirror. They're essentially just washrooms and change rooms that anyone can use, and we're trying to create more comfortable and safer spaces for gender diverse people and anyone in general.
Perfect, thank you. How did the college come to the decision to begin the process to make facilities on campus gender inclusive?
So the process started, I want to say, about a year and a half ago. We were in a series of meetings, and this was identified as an area of need at the college. So we started a small committee. We called ourselves the Gender Inclusive Facilities Committee to make sure that we included a review of both washrooms and change rooms within the college. There are already some washrooms that are single washrooms that perhaps just needed some relabeling. And then we also came forward with a number of proposals for our facilities. We looked at every single building that Confederation College has programs in. So that includes Thunder Bay, a multitude of buildings, our regional campuses, and our Northwest Employment Works facilities. And we did an inventory of existing washrooms or existing change rooms and really had a look to see how we can adapt some of them to make them gender inclusive. The idea is still to always have choice for students and for staff, so there will still be gendered washrooms and change rooms. So if someone identifies a certain way, they can choose that washroom, but we also wanted to have gender inclusive washrooms. So the committee, examined all that, put some proposals together to the overall college, which is extremely supportive of this initiative, and we have a multi-year plan now to implement all of these changes.
Absolutely, I agree, and I think the safe spaces where anyone, regardless of gender identity or presentation, can use the toilet, wash their hands, change or check the mirror. What are gender inclusive facilities important?
So there is a need, as Anne stated, for inclusive and safer spaces for trans and non-binary people and those whose gender expression does not match their gender identity, to use a washroom and a change room. For many trans and non-binary and gender diverse people, there is a lot of fear when it comes to using binary washrooms because of the violence that they may experience in those spaces. In addition, there is a sense of dysphoria, which is intense discomfort from using those spaces that are gendered and don't match their identity. And then washrooms are also a space for, they're a space where gender diverse people are more likely to experience assault and harassment. So at the college, we hope to reduce these experiences and create safer spaces at the college.
Absolutely. Try not to make generalized gender statements. For example, hey guys, or those girls. Who are gender inclusive facilities meant for?
So I think the key there is that it's really up to each individual to choose the facility that they're most comfortable with. and for everyone else who is using the facility to trust that the person is in the right facility. We actually have some signage that outlines that will provide some of that education for everybody, that this is a all gender washroom, this is a men's washroom, this is a women's washroom, for example, and that we all trust that the person who is perhaps in the stall next to you or changing next to you, etc., is in the washroom that they should be in, because it's up to each individual to be in the correct washroom, the washroom that they choose, or the change room that they choose. So they are really meant for anybody who's comfortable in any of our facilities at the college.
Yeah, absolutely. And they decrease anxiety and fear for trans and gender diverse people while using the facility, as there is a less chance of assault as well. Some of these terms you are mentioning might be new to some students, staff, and faculty. Can you explain them?
Yeah, so that's a great question. A lot of these terms are new to people. So one of the terms that I will often use is sex assigned at birth. So when anyone is born, a doctor will look at a person's genitals, a baby's genitals, and determine if they want to classify them as male or female. So we might use terms like assigned female at birth or assigned male at birth. There's also intersex people who a doctor has determined that their genitals, for example, do not align with the typical presentation of genitals, and therefore they'll be determined intersex. In addition, I also use terms like gender identity, which is a person's internal sense of who they are and what gender or non-gender they identify with. And then there's also gender expression, which is the way someone presents, so what they wear, how they style their hair, and so on. Those can be used to affirm someone's gender identity.
Absolutely. And I would just add a comment on that. Don't assume or try to figure out someone's gender. Let people be their authentic selves. How can I be supportive of gender diverse individuals?
Again, I think the key here is to trust that people are who they are, and it is their choice to identify how they identify. The other thing that you would be encouraged to do, if you're interested, is to join our Gender Inclusive Facilities Committee. We are always seeking more people on our committee, whether that be students or employees or other people that are within our college community, and to be respectful of everyone in these different facilities as we're implementing this change.
And how can someone join the committee?
They can send me an email at Renaud@confederationcollege.ca, and I'm sure Thomas can put that in the comments if you didn't catch that. And we will probably have a bit of a recruitment drive for our committee in the next few weeks, as we did in the winter semester as we were putting the committee together.
Thank you for inviting everybody to be the part of this wonderful committee, and I think it will make a huge difference in the society. Who can students and staff contact the questions? Sometimes they will just wonder, who should be the best contact person to ask questions?
So we have a number of different ways that students can get support. So Deanna in the Pride Center would be a great person to contact. We also have a human rights email address. I'm just going to grab it, though, everyone, because I don't remember it offhand. So it's humanrights@confederationcollege.ca. We're also going to be launching a webpage to support this initiative as well, and you'll get further information about that. And also, if you are in a situation where you are in a facility at the college and you feel that you're unsafe or at risk, security is available 24 hours a day to support you if there was any kind of incident or anything where you needed some additional support that way.
Thank you, Ren. So, Confederation College will have gender-neutral facilities in every college building across our region. These bathrooms will be safer for everyone, easier on parents with opposite gender children, and they will decrease things like intimidation in the bathroom atmosphere. Remember, it's not up to us to police who uses what bathroom. If you see someone in the washroom, trust that they know what bathroom they should be in. Gender-neutral bathrooms and change rooms will solve some of the problems that our diverse college community are struggling with every day. Inclusive signage will also be posted outside binary facilities to decrease fear and anxiety for trans and non-binary people and allow them to feel comfortable in the facility of their choice. Watch for those gender-inclusive washrooms and change rooms to launch in the very near future. Check your portal for more information on a firm launch date. I'm Ronnie Kasana. Thank you again to Anne and Deanna for joining me today. This has been the Succi Spotlight. Succi is your student association and we are here to support you with our great services, events and activities. And for more information, visit www.succi.com. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.